Welcome back to Be Real with Jody. I have a funny story to tell you guys. So I ran into the store yesterday and I had parked right in front. I have like a big white Yukon and I parked right outside the store. And when I came out, I ran back outside and I was standing there and went to open the car door and I looked and there was a lady staring right at me in the window. And I was like, what in the world? So there was another car exactly like mine, another white Yukon, and it was not mine. And I tried to get in it, and I just like looked at her and said, "I'm so sorry, like that. My car's right over there." And I just went and got in my car. So I just was like thinking in my head, like, okay, I could just be like mad at myself or so embarrassed, or I could just decide, hey, guess what? That's life. Sometimes we do funny stuff, and I can't imagine what she was thinking, like. Who's this weird girl and why is she trying to get in my car? Like, I don't think I look like I'm like about to steal her car, but maybe, I don't know. So it made me laugh the rest of the day thinking, like, what was she thinking I was trying to do? Just open her car door. So, anyways, I'm so glad you're here. Today, I'm going to be talking about a lot of the things that I've been talking to my coaching clients about this week, and it's about your relationship with you and how to build your own confidence. First, I want to ask you a question. I want you to think of like your favorite restaurant or place to go. When I ask people this, they usually say In-N-Out. I don't know if you've been to In-N-Out, but it's super good. It's funny, there's only like a few things on the menu, but they just do it so good. So we love In-N-Out. So pretend like you and I were supposed to meet at In-N-Out, okay? And we're like, okay, 12 o'clock, let's meet there. It's going to be so fun. We're going to hang out, talk, eat some good food. I'll see you at 12 o'clock. And you go there the next day and it's like 12:15, 12:30, and you're like, I wonder where she is. And you text me and you're like, hey, are you coming? Is everything okay? And I text you back and I'm like, yeah, sorry. I just didn't feel like, I just feel like going today. And you're like, okay, that's weird. But then I was like, hey, it's okay though, because tomorrow for sure, I really want to go. I really want to meet you. I'll be there tomorrow. I will be there. 12 o'clock In-N-Out. I promise I'm going to do it. I'll be there. And you're like, okay, I guess we'll make it tomorrow. So the next day comes. You get there right on time, right? You're expecting me. And you keep your end of the bargain, right? And then it's like 12:20, 12:40. I'm still not there. You're like, what in the world? What could have happened? So you text me and you're like, hey, is everything okay? Where are you at? And I was like, oh man, I was just tired. I had other stuff to do. I kind of wanted to just like hang out my phone, but I promise I'll do it tomorrow. Are you going to be like believing me? Do you think when I say I'll meet you tomorrow, do you think you want to go? Probably not. You're like, hey, you say you're going to do something, but you don't actually do it. So your trust with me is kind of broken, right? Like you don't actually trust me. You don't actually feel like I will do what I say I'm going to do, right? And so it's funny because when I give you that example, you're like, I would never do that. Like, would you ever do that to a friend? Would you ever tell them you're going to be there and then just be like, nah, I didn't feel like going? Like over and over and over. We would never do that to our friend. It's funny though, because we do that to ourselves all of the time. We tell ourselves, you know what? Tomorrow I'm going to get up, I'm going to work out. Tomorrow I'm going to get my homework done right after school. Tomorrow I'm going to be listen in school and focus and use my time, right? And then time comes and we're like, I don't really feel like doing my homework. Like, I'm really tired. I just want to watch a show. I just want to scroll my phone, right? And so when we do that over and over, we tell ourselves we'll do something and then we don't hold up our end of the bargain. We don't actually do it. Our relationship with ourselves is broken, right? That's why people have New Year's resolutions, right? They say, look, usually they make a big long list. It's all like really detailed. And they're like, I'm gonna do this, 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 and this. And then it's like life happens and they don't do it. And then guess what happens? Tell yourself you're gonna do something, and your brain's like, no, you're not. You're lazy. You don't care. You're a procrastinator. You can't get things done, right? And it's like your relationship with you has been broken because you don't do what you say you're gonna do. So one of the easiest ways to build confidence in yourself is to keep your promises to yourself. When you say you're going to do something, you show up. When you tell yourself you're going to do something, you do it. And you don't. One of my biggest pet peeves is when people get like way out of control with their goals, just like so detailed, so extreme, and then they're mad at themselves for not doing it. And it's like, come on, like, let's be honest. There's a thing called floors and ceilings, okay? So if your goal is to work out 3 times a week. Okay. Let's pretend like that's our goal. But your brain's like, you always say you're going to do that and you never actually do it. So we want to make it so that there's maybe our ceiling, maybe like the high end of our goal is like we go running for 30 minutes, or we do a class at the gym, or we work our body really hard. We're in a good sweat for 30 minutes, okay? And then our ceiling might be like if we're not feeling good or we're not feeling up to it, maybe we go on like a 30-minute walk, right? And maybe we're in between there at certain times of the day or at certain days of the week, but for sure we do something in between the floor and the ceiling. So the ceiling is like our top goal, and the bottom is like if I wasn't feeling good, if I didn't feel like doing anything, maybe I'm gonna stretch. Maybe I'm going to do like a yoga video or something, just go on a 30-minute walk. But because I said I'm going to do this, I will do it. And I don't have to make it extreme and say I'm gonna, work out for 3 hours, but I'm telling myself I'm working out 30 minutes. And it might be somewhere between here, between the ceiling and the floor, but something is gonna be happening for 30 minutes. And I keep my promise to myself. And here's the funny thing. You're not gonna want to do it. You're not gonna feel like doing it. We never feel like doing it. It's like when I wake up in the morning, lots of times when I have to work out, I have to wake up at 4:45 in the morning. That's a terrible idea. And I could tell you all the reasons why in the morning, especially when I'm in my cozy bed and I'm tired and I don't feel like doing it. But I don't focus on how I feel in that moment. I will literally picture myself walking out of the gym when I'm done. And I feel good. I have endorphins. The sun's coming up. I already removed my body. And I picture myself after I'm done. And then that is the reason I'm doing it. I'm not doing it because I feel like doing it. I'm not even doing it because I have to do it. I'm doing it because I like it to be done. So, two things. We're going to keep our relationship with ourselves strong by doing, when we say we're going to do something, we do it. And we make the goals, we make a floor goal and a ceiling goal. So let's like think about homework maybe, or like studying for a test, okay? Maybe your ultimate goal would be to like study an hour a day for the next week. That might be your ceiling. Like that's like when you're just really on it. You're like, listen, every day this week, I will be studying for an hour, okay? That's what your ultimate goal is. And the floor might be like, every day this week for 30 minutes, I'm going to read over my notes or do some practice problems, right? But somewhere within that range, you will be doing something every day. And you don't wait till you feel like doing it. You set a time and you decide, hey, I said I'm going to do it. Just like if I told my friend I was meeting him at In-N-Out, I wouldn't just tell him I didn't feel like it. So I'm never going to treat myself any different than I would treat someone else. I'm going to best friend myself. We've talked about this. It's not just about complimenting yourself and telling yourself good job. It's keeping promises to yourself. So it's like good as done. When you tell yourself, hey, I'm doing this, it's done. Here's the truth. This podcast, listen, I love it. I love talking to you guys, but I'm going to tell you the truth. Whenever it's time to do it, I don't feel like doing it. I'm like, I don't know what to say. I don't know what I'm going to do, right? I'm tired or I have a lot to do. But guess what? I just decided. I made a promise to myself. Every Friday, I make a podcast. And here's the truth. Sometimes it happens at 9 a.m. And sometimes right now, it's almost 5 o'clock and I'm just barely doing it. But guess what? I told myself every Friday I will record a podcast. Not because if I do it, I'll be good enough or anything. I just decided this is what I want to do because I want to see if I can do it and I want to see how, to push myself, right? And I'm proud of myself no matter what. And so it's as good as done. I'm going to do it every Friday. And here's the truth. You're going to have some bad days. You're going to have some slip ups where maybe you don't keep your promise to yourself. But instead of being mad at yourself and, yelling at yourself or telling yourself, well, forget it. It's all out the window. I guess we don't complete our goals. We just get curious. I want you to ask yourself, I want you to talk to yourself like your friend, like the first time they didn't show up to In-N-Out, you wouldn't be like, what's your problem? You're so lazy, right? You would be like, hey, are you okay? What's going on, right? That's what you do to yourself. You're like I'd be like, hey, Jody, what's up? Like, did you have a hard day? Like, are you overwhelmed? Like, what's happening? Like, what do you need? Like, do you need to take a break? Do you need to take a nap? Do you need some food? Like, what do you need? Maybe yesterday wasn't your best day. What do you want to do tomorrow, right? And I don't remember, we can never hate ourselves better. So we don't beat ourselves up if maybe we don't show up like we said we would, but we just get curious and then we decide, am I really committed to this goal? Is this something I really want to do? And if not, okay, maybe we change the goal a little bit. Maybe we change the floors and the ceilings. But if we're committed, we just decide, hey, guess what? I love myself, and that's why I'm showing up for myself. That's why I'm going to keep this relationship with myself strong by doing exactly what I told myself I was going to do. So if you work on this, you will watch your confidence skyrocket because you will know you will won't you'll have that voice in the back of your head like, are you sure? And you're like, yeah, because I keep my promises to myself. I do what I say I'm going to do for myself, not just everybody else. Okay, try it this week. Let me know how it goes. Make a floor and a ceiling. Okay, don't get your goals so high that it's just like all or nothing. Okay, it's not all or nothing. Something within that range. What's the ceiling? What's like the top part of your goal? And what's like the bottom level? Like, I'm at least going to read over my notes. I'm at least going to go for a walk. I'm at least, whatever it is, the ceiling and the floor. So when you're feeling good, you're like, hey, I'm going to push myself. I'm gonna go on a long run today. Or guess what? I'm not feeling my best. I'm gonna go on a little walk, right? But my goal is to move my body. So what does it look like for you? I love you. I'm proud of you. Thank you for listening. If this is helping you, if you would do me the hugest favor and subscribe to the podcast and also send it to one of your friends because listen, so many teenagers don't know what you know, that you can decide how you want to feel. You can choose your thoughts on purpose and feel better. And we want to help all of them, right? Help me help them and send this to your friends and leave me a review so more people can hear about it. So have a good week and thank you so much.